Welcome back to Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor. Now, it's real time.
Welcome back, everyone, and we're joined by Jody Smith, owner-operator of Jody Smith's Guide Service, unquestionably world-renowned guide, especially for Oregon, for so many different things, from fishing to turkey hunting to unquestionably elk hunting. Jody's actually down in Utah right now. Jody, how are you, sir, man? It's really nice to see you.
I'm cold. Tired of the weather.
Is it snowing down there?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it started snowing this morning. It's 34, and it's going to be a lovely drive home.
Oh, my goodness. Are you heading home tonight?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, you are an animal. We know that. You're out there doing it every day. And how's the show going, real quickly?
It's not the attendance as it used to be, I guess. I'm actually working in a friend of mine, Dream Big African Safaris. I'm helping him in his booth. I don't have a booth there.
Gotcha.
So I'm just helping out for him.
Very cool. Well, at least it was a nice road trip. I hope that your travels are safe coming home. It sounds like snow in 13 hours isn't a ton of fun. All right, let's just get to it. Turkey season for us in Oregon opens up in just a handful of weeks. There's no doubt that you're already booked for all your trips, and everyone, I just want to get that out there immediately. There's a reason why he's booked a year out. Your advice for some of the folks out there that might not necessarily be new, but maybe need to make sure that they get all the things correct prior to the season opening. What would be 3 or 4 things that you would say to make sure is good to go? If it's from ammos to your shotgun to camo, whatever it is that they want to make sure to pay attention to before that season opens.
Well, number one is you need to find where you're going to hunt. Do a little bit of scouting, get out there, find your animals, try to get their travel pass and everything figured out the best you can. Get your turkey vest, empty it completely out. Get rid of the M&Ms and Butterfingers that were in there from last year. Go through all your calls, get your strikers all conditioned, your slates conditioned, everything ready to go. Make sure you got extra gloves, extra face masks, because if you're like me, you lose one every day. Grab your shotgun, do a practice round or 2 through it. In Oregon now, you can shoot the 7 and 9 shot. I've had incredible luck with that new 7 to 9 blend. Browning makes a very good one. There's a lot of manufacturers that make it good, but shoot it. Don't just buy a load and not shoot it. Get your shotgun ready, your gear ready. If you are lucky enough to hunt on private property and you're going to hunt out of a blind, it'd be a good time to set it up right now. Oh. And make sure and stake it down, because it's not any fun when you go the next morning and you can't find it and it's a couple hundred yards away from where you set it up, rolled up in a ball.
Yeah, I'm sure you've experienced that in your neck of the woods, because things can get hairy in the Oakton area.
That's a voice of experience there.
Yes, no doubt. Now this year, based on what we've had to this point, coming out of winter, we are now officially in spring. How did your birds handle this past winter? I know that you haven't been scouting Eastern Oregon, all that stuff, but down where you are, just to give us a barometer, how did your birds do?
We had a good hatch, a good survival, lots of birds, but I tell you, it's going to be early. I was talking to Scott Haugen yesterday, and we both think the hens are on nests already.
Whoa.
It's been really early.
Have you seen that before in your experience? 30 plus years of guiding professionally. Have you seen that?
I have seen, the earliest I've ever seen baby turkeys is April 1st, and the latest I've ever seen, like 2-day-old, 3-day-old, is October 1st.
Wow.
But not in a long time, especially as wet as it's been. I mean, we've had quite a bit of rain in Western Oregon, but they were very active in early March.
Interesting. Does that change your strategy when the hens are actually, roosting up and getting ready for laying eggs and all that a little bit early? Does that change what you do?
A little bit. A lot of people get frustrated. They hunt roost trees, and if they don't get something done by 9 o'clock, they go, oh, we'll hit it tomorrow. We kill more birds between 10 and 2 than any other time. Oh. And if the hens are nesting, those times are going to be more susceptible to calling that time of day. So don't give up. If you're able to hunt later in the day, I know some states don't. Oregon, you can hunt all day. Don't give up on that 10 to 2 o'clock time frame. That's a very good time to call.
Well, and for me, that's the perfect timing, because you can sleep in a little bit and get out there when the birds are a little bit active, right?
Exactly. Yeah, it works good.
Yeah, okay. Well, now you mentioned that Oregon did change the law based on the shot size that you can shoot for turkey. 7 to 9 blends have been popular around the country for a very long time for a reason. Yourself, you were very specific on the ammo that you were shooting when I hunted with you. You've made that conversion, though, to the 7.9. Is there a manufacturer, you mentioned Browning, but are there other manufacturers that are making that you're comfortable with?
A lot of them. There's a lot of different ammo out there. I think a lot of people are making it. I ordered a case of Browning, so I just have that. So I haven't experimented, but my clients, I've got clients from 21 different states this year, and they all have their own special thing they come and hunt with.
Wow.
But by far and away, there's been more 7 to 9 blends and Apex or any kind of a load. And another thing is that probably 4 or 5 people last year hunted with 410s.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Now, as a guide, how did you feel about that? Was that just because of the ammo, the advancement in the ammo?
That's a big part of it, but they've also advanced the guns. There's some really nice guns. I had a lady shoot one at 43 yards last year and just stoned it.
Wow.
With a 410.
All right, now most of us obviously that are watching and paying attention to Mr. Smith right now, we shoot a 12 gauge, and some will actually shoot a 10 gauge. To be quite honest with you, that's one of the reasons why the 10 gauge is still around, right? I mean, there's a lot of things that have changed over the years, but 410, for a lot of folks, that's really going to boggle their mind because a lot of them would think, you know, I'm not even going to shoot a 20. I'd rather have the extra shot with a 12.
I think with the advancement they have some new chokes that are very good, and the ammo, I mean, that stuff. It used to be that you shot 4s and 5s. You would never think of shooting a 7, yet alone a 9.
Right.
I mean, I've never seen turkeys fall as fast as I have with the 7 to 9 blend. There's just so many pellets in it. The weight of the pellet, the penetration you get with the 7 to 9 is incredible.
And especially with the advancements of different metals. You got bismuth and tungsten and different versions that are out there that are extremely impressive when you're talking about ballistics, of course, everyone. So maybe, would you say that if you had a young person just getting in to turkey hunting, you don't want to, you know, blow them out at all? Maybe a 410 or a 20 gauge with some of that newer technology ammunition might be more appropriate for a younger person or a smaller statured person?
I would definitely say so. One of the big problems with the steel and the bismuth and all that, when you choke it down to like an extra full and say like a size 5, your patterns aren't consistent.
Right.
It'll kind of spray all over the place. But 7s and 9s, it seems to pattern extremely well. And for a youngster or for a woman or even for somebody that doesn't like to get kicked real hard, I mean, it's very effective and you can kill birds very lethally.
Everyone, I hope that in this short segment with Jody, he's already given me a ton of great information, and hopefully you pay attention to getting all the old snacks out of your vest, because I do that every duck season. I'll pull something out and go, oh, that doesn't look edible anymore. Jody, don't go anywhere. Stick with us. We've got Jody Smith. He's in his truck in Utah, sharing some great info, helping you get prepared for our upcoming turkey season. We'll be back with Jody in just a couple of minutes.
Outdoor GPS is brought to you by Chevy Silverado and the impressive new Turbo Max engine. Flex your muscle with the strongest, most advanced Silverado ever. Official truck of Outdoor GPS.